Hi, um, good morning, everyone. And I would like to start off today with a big um, hello and welcome and thank you for all those that have been reaching out and all your blessings and your kind words about what I'm doing here, meditations. And I kind of want to go in about five directions. So trying to keep it to like something that's just bite size. And I feel that um, where everybody is going right now is about purpose and our purpose and how do we get to our purpose and what's my purpose. And a lot of energy is coming down at this point. And when I say coming down, I mean um, coming knocking at our door and asking for us to be more mindful and connect in spiritually a little bit more. Not for all of you, but for some. So I guess I'm speaking to them. And there is a storm going on outside, a windy storm. So if you hear some wind, um, anyways, so the main aspect I always go with is grounding. You know how like I'm always talking about grounding, but not for and there's nothing more to do after grounding because once you start grounding in, then you can begin to listen. And when you begin to listen, you begin to get present. And when you begin to get present, you begin to align. And when you align, you can start to hear more a higher voice, leaving the personality self and into a more um, where your soul is connected, your higher self is connected, where spirit, God, universe can speak to us. And and this is the tricky part because I feel that a lot of people are listening, but listening through their mind, meaning like their mind is talking to them. And how do we differ? It's pretty bad. How do we differentiate um, that voice? Now that takes practice and that also takes humility. And humility is something that we strive for. So that's where we lose the personality voice and we get still. And we lose all time and space and we stop pushing with our agenda of our mind. We lose all the agenda and we go into a more clean, pure state, should I say? So, okay. So I would like to bring you there by example rather than talking about it because it's how do we get there? Start by taking a deep breath and start to relax and start to allow for your mind to settle down and quiet down. Take a deep breath and just let a grounding cord down into the ground. So that means that you're hooked into the ground, into the earth. Especially if we want to start opening up channels up here in the higher centers, we want to be grounded. So start by taking a deep breath. And we always start by sending a grounding cord into the ground. You might be in an apartment building, but bring your focus down. It helps to be in nature, but helping yourself by bringing your focus down through your body. Letting go of the mind, letting go of the ego, letting go of needing to know anything right now other than your true voice, your true connection. Just asking, just set my words saying that helps to bring you already into that place just by suggesting it. I want to be simple, pure, clean, and connected to God. I want to be connected to the truth, the truth. And asking for any mental, what I call tricksters, to be ushered out through intention, through mindfulness, through our law of our word. All tricksters step aside, and this is a time to go in. This is a time to be purified. I talked about in one of my first videos having this carpet or blanket or tapestry come up through our body. So just imagining now that carpet coming up, that tapestry, that blanket. And it's just coming up through the sacrum, and it's just pulling up all the stuff in the body. And it's going out through the top of the head, using this carpet to kind of pull up through the body, just kind of moving out all this stuff in the head and the mental thoughts, the emotions, everything, and allowing you to be a little bit clearer, a little bit more still in yourself, because you don't have all these things floating around you. Energetics, thought forms, people's energies out there, tentacles, entities, the whole bit. So we're using our intention to clear them out so we can get a more purified place and connection back to God, back to spirit, whatever you want to call it. Again, just by suggesting this, just by asking for this, instilling your being, stilling your mind, stilling your presence now, and asking for this knowledge, the higher wisdom to come through, asking Spirit, God, Guide to please start to work with you in your dreams, work with you in your day-to-day life, and to help you if you're off course, to bring you back on course, or to show you how to arrive in alignment again, into your soul's alignment again, by bringing these thoughts, these suggestions just into your awareness now, is helping you to guide you to a more rightful place. Focusing our energy, our thoughts, and our feelings. And as they say, releasing all that's not you, releasing all that's not of you, releasing those thoughts, feelings, and emotions that are programs, and aligning our soul to the present moment, aligning our consciousness to the now, aligning our frequency to that what our soul is trying to achieve. I'm having problems with my words today. Might be this windstorm. um, but it's through being humble and asking and re-asking, and but with humility, not thinking our way there, but asking and receiving and listening and being guided. If you are someone that needs um, physical proof, like I did, um, then you're asking to be shown in your life different examples, or have someone that you trust speak with you. For me, I had no inkling that this was my soul's path, meaning my path as being a healer. This was not what I felt was my true journey. So that's why I say getting the personality out of the way and being humble. Um, we're able to then receive the truth. And like I said, I didn't think that this was what I wanted, and God had it wrong. So basically, yeah, it's real. So if you're tuning into this now, it's not necessarily a meditation. It's not necessarily a prayer, but it's a frequency that you're aligning with now to start to pull it in. And this is not a light feat. This is a huge um, thing, to be born into this world, to, be programmed by all our, everything around us, and then to wake back up again and to go back into being childlike again and not knowing, all the, and so letting go of all those things that we thought we were, And as I say, my path as a healer, um, Spirit was very patient with me. It wasn't what I wanted. Um, and those that know me and know me through those times know that I was quite different. So it was big. So I think I might leave it there. It's like I say, a kind of mishmash of things, but not quite. Like I say, it's a frequency that we're talking about that you are able to receive now. And being quiet and being humble, being grounded, being mindful with your words about, allowing your soul to come through now, to speak with us, to speak to you. Um, yeah. Again, thank you for all those that have been reaching out. And I'm kind of speaking to a few people here, but maybe more, maybe someone else, but of how do we get in touch with this voice, and how do we access, the truth with all this garbage out there, and tricksters, and if you know that I am very much a part of the energy world, and there's a lot of tricksters that keep, we're about ready to make a right hand turn, and they just pull us into the left hand lane. And like, and sometimes I'm watching people like, wow, how are you not getting this? It's tough, and it requires us to be bigger, bigger than our normal selves. So I'd like to leave with a prayer today, and that prayer being, Father, Mother, God, I'm asking for whoever is listening to this now. May all their noise in their head be quieted. May all their pain in their body be comforted. May all the confusion in their soul or their spirit searching, may they find some comfort, some pure guidance, some pure teachers, may they find the right people around them that hold their hand and bring them to a more truthful, honest place of who they really are without harm. May you all find peace and harmony now. God bless.